Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am super duper excited to film this one. Of course it's going to be another Madam Glam video, and they were kind enough to send us another package to just kind of show you guys their new products. So we've got a lot of amazing goodies to show you today, and if you would like to shop with Madam Glam, I do have a link in the description along with a code that you can save 30% off with, which is Glamify babe 30_1. I have everything in the description if you wanted to go give them a little try. So starting off, I'm going to show you guys all the products we got one by one, describe them, what they are, you know, what I think of them at the moment, and then we'll go and give them a little try creating a set. So quickly to catch up, the first thing you saw was a matte top coat, and it's a glittery matte top coat, which is crazy because I actually never came across a glittery matte top coat until Madam Glam. So this is my second one now. I think they had a glittery matte top coat collection at some point. So I've got two of them now. They vary by glitter, I believe. So the other one seems to have a slightly different glitter effect in there compared to this one, in case you were wondering. So that was the first thing, and that one was called Sparkly Rain, in case you wanted to buy it off their website. Next up, we have an application brush, which of course is going to come very handy when using the pudding gels. There's not really much to say about it. We'll kind of see how it works later on using the pudding gels. Next up, we have some cuticle oil, which I think is very handy. Everyone needs to use their cuticle oils. Remember, everyone needs to use their cuticle oils. So I have to mention the packaging. I was actually really pleasantly surprised that it's very eco-friendly, and I really appreciate that. And here I was just kind of trying to show you guys what it says on the packaging. Of course, it's got the directions, the advantages, ingredients, and you know, the cruelty free and everything about the oil. So the oil looks like this. I think the bottle is very nice too, very luxurious. It's got like this very luxurious feeling to it. I love it. Basically, absolutely love it. I love the smell. I kind of can't, I'm not very good with smells. I can't really describe the smell very well. It's making me want to say it's lavender-like, just because of its purpley shade, and it's giving me a bit of like a lavender smell. But every time I smell it, it feels like I'm smelling something else. But overall, I have a bit of a broken nose, so I can't fully smell things sometimes. But yeah, it smells really nice. It's going to be great. I'm going to use it, and it's a big bottle. Like, that's going to last me forever. So if you do clients, that's probably a very nice size for you, but especially when you're going to do it just for yourself, this is going to last me a lifetime. So now with the pudding gels, I believe these are their new colors that they're basically released on their website, which is great. I love them. This is the first time I've actually tried a pudding gel, so you'll see later on in the video how I did. So first up, we've got Celeste Blue, and this one is a beautiful, like a quite vibrant baby blue. I love those kind of baby blues. It's my kind of favorite, or my how do I say it, like my ideal baby blue, because you can get pale baby blues, you can get quite like vibrant, quite a bit too much baby blues, and this is like my perfect kind of baby blue, which I wasn't expecting, because I feel like on the website I thought it was going to be a bit darker than it was. So I'm actually very pleasantly surprised. Next up, we've got Fresh Peach, and it's obviously going to be an orange color, a very peachy color too. And I also wanted to mention that the packaging as well feels very nice. I really like that they decided to go with a matte black. It does really give them a very nice kind of luxurious feel to them too, I feel like. Quite like it. So with this one, I also wanted to show you guys a bit more about pudding gels. So they are kind of stuck in the packaging. So I was trying to show you guys here that anything I do to it, no matter how long I'm going to tip it upside down and wiggle it around, and nothing will come out, which is amazing. Very cool kind of like textures, I feel like. Next up, we've got Tulip Pink, and of course, by the name, it's going to be a pink. I feel like this collection has beautiful colors. I love the colors that this collection has. I am a massive bright kind of lover, bright colors, so I love the colors I decided to pick out. Here we've got Tulip Pink, super cute, and they do come with little caps. I think I did show them with the blue color that they did come with them, but of course I was a bit too excited, and I decided to take them off and get going. So I just really wanted to see the colours, so apologies for that, but they do come very nicely secured, so no worries about it spilling or anything. But like you saw, they do not move, so there's probably no worries about it spilling anyways. So here I just wanted to show you guys all the three colours next to each other. Amazing, amazing. And now it's time to start our nail design. So it's going to be a fairly subtle nail design, just because the colors, I just really want to show off the colors. I don't want to cover them up too much. So you know the drill with me. I do pretty much all of my nail designs off camera. I need to be fully satisfied before I come on camera and show you guys. I want to show you guys the best of the best. I want to be confident with what I'm filming. I don't really like to come with no plans, so that's why you already see that there's a lot, well, not a lot, but there's already a dip in the pudding gel. That's because I've created this set already off camera. So please excuse that. Yeah. So I'm going to do 2 blue nails, I believe, 2 pink and 1 orange nail. So I'm using the application brush, of course. Like I said, this is actually my first time playing about with pudding gels. I've never ever tried pudding gels before, funny enough. And I feel like they've been kind of out for quite some time now, the pudding gel kind of vibes. People are kind of buying them. And I've just never hopped onto the train, never decided to try them. They always look really cool. But yeah, I just never got my hands on any. So it's quite nice today to give it a little go and see how it goes. And I have to say, these are incredibly creamy, It was almost like pleasure to apply because of course you don't get this kind of experience with a normal gel polish, so it's quite nice to apply this. It's literally so creamy, like I was literally applying cream. Straight up cream. Very creamy. I don't know how to describe it other than creamy, really. The way it was applying, it was just great. I feel like, because I'm also not so experienced with pudding gels, I feel like I was coming in quite heavy-handed, and maybe I was kind of picking up way too much product. Now looking back at it, because I do feel like watching others now, they were all kind of doing quite thin layers, and I was kind of picking up quite a little bit, but even then, they came out quite nicely. There was no wrinkling also under the lamp, nothing like that happened, which was amazing too. So in case you're also heavy-handed, you know that you will not have any wrinkling, which is great. So like I said, I'm going to have 2 blue, 2 pink, and we are doing 1 orange. And then I'm going to pop them into the lamp, and then I am going to apply the second layer off camera, just the usual that I always do. And then when I come back out, we can start working on just creating a little nail art design. So I'm just going to let you guys carry on watching me apply the very last nail, and I'll come back to you guys once it's done. Alright guys, so here are the nails with the 2 layers applied. It's all been nice and cured. So now it's time to apply our top coat. So of course we're going to use the matte top coat today with the little glittery speckles in there. And unfortunately Madam Glam doesn't have a transfer foil gel, so I had to use a different company. So I'm just going to apply that on one of the blue nails and one of the pink nails. And then the rest of them are going to have some of that beautiful glittery matte top coats. And that's what we're going to do for now. And the reason I like to do a transfer foil gel for gold flakes is because I just feel like it just makes it so much easier for me to apply the gold flakes that have something to kind of stick to and stay in place. Usually when I decide to use, let's say, the tacky layer of a gel polish once it's cured, it isn't kind of strong enough, and I find that the gold flakes kind of almost float around the nail if I move it, or when I start applying the top coat later on top of it as well, it just starts to float about and it just ends up moving and it just becomes a big mess. So this is my new technique now that I like to do just to avoid hassle and pain later on. So as you can see, the top coat is very sparkly. I'm going to bring it up. Super cute. I love that. So cute. And here it is matted. So as you can see, it's not as sparkly, it's not very like in your face anymore, but it does have this really cool look when the light hits it. So I'm absolutely all for the glittery top coats. Absolutely love it. So now that they are cured, we can start working on our gold flakes. So I'm using this silicone tool, and I'm just going to randomly pick up some of the gold flakes and just kind of rub it into the nail, which the reason I like to rub is because it sometimes is able to kind of separate the gold a little bit whilst already being on the nail, because sometimes you can get a big chunk of foil and you don't always want that. So I kind of just press it down quite hardly. You'll see later on in the video I do use my fingers to kind of pick up some of that gold flake and just scrunch it up and you know, rip them apart. There we go. Here it is. So that's another thing. If you guys are experts at gold flakes, if you have any tips and tricks on how to kind of, I don't know, like make smaller chunks of the gold flakes, please let me know. It's just a bigger struggle, and you'll notice now that I don't know whether it's because I was rubbing with the silicone tool, but it started to become very like frizzy, and it was catching on to the gold, and it was just it became a little bit of a mess. I couldn't pick up the gold flakes from the little cap that we have on the table at the moment. So yeah, so we're going to do this exact method for both the blue and that pink nail, and then once we're happy with the two nails, we are going to matte top coat them with the glittery matte top coat, and then pop them into the lamp. And then lastly, what we're going to do is apply some crystals, and we are also going to do some 3D flowers. So this nail design is very simple, very subtle, but I feel like it's very delicate and cute. Very like, it gives me super summery vibes with the beautiful colors that we've got today. So I really like it, and I feel like it's something a bit different on my channel. Sometimes I just do a bit too much, and I feel like sometimes I just need to lower it down. Like my cup of tea is just where there's so much going on. Every nail just needs so much going on, and sometimes it's just not the way. And I am trying to kind of learn that, and I am kind of learning it, I feel like, the hard way sometimes, because sometimes I create sets off camera, or the amount of sets I have created were just way too much at the end, and I just couldn't use them. I just decided they're not good enough for YouTube, and they just never get featured on the channel. So it's a little thing I'm trying to work on. So here is the pink nail now done. Both of those nails are done now. So we are going to apply the glittery top coat on top of those, and then we are going to pop them into the lamp. So also with the glittery top coat, just because it's not too in your face, you can literally replace your normal matte top coat with this one as well, in case you wanted to as well. Because I have been thinking about it as well, to be honest, to just replace my normal matte top coat just with this one, because it just had such a cool effect when the light hits it. Quite cool. So now that everything is cured, we can start working, like I said, on our crystals. Like I said, everything is very simplistic today, not too much going on really. So for the foiled nail, that's the pink one, we are going to just do a crystal placement right at the top of the nail. This crystal placement I like to call a tiara placement. It just makes me think of a little like tiara at the top of the nail. I don't know, don't ask, it's just a me thing, I guess. So here I'm just picking out some crystals. Of course we're going to do the biggest in the middle, but I didn't like that one. It was like way too big, so I went a size down. We're going to place the biggest crystal in the middle, and then the further away we're going to use the smaller crystals. So on either side we're going to gradually go smaller and smaller until we are happy. So we are going to do this crystal placement. Once we're happy, pop it into the lamp, and then the flower nail is going to be the peach nail. So it's actually the first time I've got these 3D coven gels, and it was actually, I think, the first time in a while that I used like a different coloured flower petal thing. I'll usually go for the white because it's just such a classic, beautiful colour. But I decided to pick out some pink just to match up with the pink that we have in today's set. So I'm going to start off with applying a big crystal at the top on the right hand side. So I think I picked up the biggest crystal, or maybe not. One below the biggest. So here is the 3D coven gel. I felt like it matched up quite nicely with the pink, especially when it gets cured. It goes a bit matte, so the colour very slightly dims down, so it fitted quite nicely, I thought, with the pink. So the crystal is going to work as the centre of our flower, and we are going to create 3 balls coming from the little crystal, and then we are going to create our little petals. So hopefully, if you've watched my channel before, I have done flowers like this recently. I've kind of refound my love for these flowers. I've always had and have love for the flowers. It's probably just more, they are quite time consuming sometimes, and yeah, I just kind of haven't been picking up them recently, but they are literally a massive game changer, so I would highly recommend. So now I'm picking up a silicone tool, one of those pointy ones. I dipped it into some nail prep cleaner just to kind of help it not be so sticky. So a little trick I figured out myself, I guess. So here's our first little flower, which I thought was quite cute. And then here, you could cure it. I just decided to wing it and carry on. If you're confident with your work, then you can do that. Sometimes I cure, sometimes I don't. Depends on the day, depends how I feel. If I feel confident I'm not going to knock anything, then I just carry on. So we're going to repeat this process, another 3 little petals, little circles. And we're going to kind of do a flower within a flower. So almost like half a flower and then another half flower coming out of that half flower kind of thing. And then once I'm happy, I will then kind of scatter some crystals around the nail. And that nail will kind of be job done. So I'll let you guys kind of relax, watch this little nail being done. And I'll come back to you guys once it's finished.